Hi everybody. Okay, so today is the 23rd, I think, of June. Yes, 23rd. And you know what? I just want to go through a couple of my projects that I've been stitching lately. It's been a month of new starts. It's going to be more new starts. Apparently, by the end of this month, I'm supposed to have about 4 starts, but I'm not sure if I'll make it by the end of this month because part of the stuff that I wanted to start this month is still on the way to me. It's almost here, but not yet. And basically, by now, I had 2 starts, which was this. This is my beautiful, 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 amazing mandala from channel, and I had my dimensions, which I'm going to share with you in a couple of minutes, so you can see what I've been doing there. It's amazing. I love making new, starts. I love starting new kits. I know that I have quite a bit of projects going on. I don't have like a crazy amount, like some stitchers have a lot more than I do, but I have about like, I don't know, maybe 10 starts that I have been stitching. Starts projects, I'm not sure, I need to go through them and check, but maybe even in this video I'll just kind of go through every folder that I have and see what I have stitched by now, so we can like reminisce. But let's start with my new beginnings this month. This is 2 of my dream projects that I really wanted to stitch for a very long time, and I have decided that it was the right time to do. Basically, what I'm talking about is this chatelaine design. This is the Japanese moss garden mandala. I actually started by I've been walking around these for a very long time, looking at them, trying to figure out if I wanted to try them or not. And eventually I ended up deciding one day, just out of the blue, that I wanted to try and stitch one of these. I think everybody who is familiar with these designs knows that chatelaine is pretty expensive materials. There's a lot of special materials like stones, like sometimes they have Swarovski, sometimes they have, well, not sometimes, a lot of the time, they have all kinds of water lilies, wildflowers, glorianas, a lot of expensive threads, special threads, a lot of metallics. So basically, it's not a cheap project, but if you are willing to, commit to it, you should try it, because I am enjoying every second of it. Even though it's crazy, it's giving me like, I don't know, anxiety because I am not sure if I'm doing it right. I'm trying to understand the chart, I'm trying to understand the key, I'm trying to understand what I'm supposed to be doing and stitching, but I think that I'm, making a good progress up until this point. So let me just tell you what I'm stitching it on. I'm stitching it on 20 on 32 count Murana. I had it in my stash. I actually ordered fabric from 123 Stitch, but it was too small for some reason. I don't know what made me buy it, but it was way too tiny. And I remembered that I have a big piece of cloth that I used to stitch my botanical gardens with, so I just picked it up and just cut it into a big chatelaine piece. So like I said, this was a Japanese themed mandala. It has so many beautiful elements, it has so many beautiful metallics. So let me just show you what I have been stitching by this day. I'm sure that, I don't know if you can see very well, I'm just trying to have enough light in here. I don't think I have enough. I do have a ring light, but it's a little bit further away from me, so I'm hoping that you are able to see. But let me just make it a little closer so you can see what I have here. Just going to pick something up so I won't be poking with my fingers, but you can probably already see that I have this little stones, the little stones over here already sewed in. I have some, where are they? I have some of the, what are they called? The tiny little beads. Gosh, I have a blackout. And I already done some specialty stitches. I have already done, I think it's called Angelina Juliana stitch, and I have been stitching with metallics. So metallics are my love. I absolutely love it. I don't know if you can see close by. These are supposed to be stones as they are, described in the chart that I have. So I don't know, but I still need to finish them because I've been stitching them around over here, and I still have to finish this little part. So once I finish this, I need to backstitch them, so that I still have quite a bit to do with these little stones. And basically everything is looking amazing. Even this beautiful blue over here is also what is it called, like some type of treasure braid. So basically this is what I have. As you probably can tell, I've stitched a little arrow in the middle, so I'll be able to understand where is my top and where's my bottom, because it's basically the same. It looks like, look, it looks the same from every direction that you look at it, at least for now, because it's a mandala. Mandalas are usually growing from the inside out, so it's pretty obvious that I'm going to get confused with directions if I'm not, if I'm not sure where's my bottom and where's my top. So basically this is it. I unfortunately do not have a way of knowing how many crosses I've stitched, though I sometimes like to, to know how many I've stitched, but in this case I have no idea. But I can definitely say that I have stitched quite a bit during a couple of the first days, like 2 days. I think I've had this little part already finished. So I think that it's going to be growing beautifully, and it's going to be large and amazing and sparkly and everything that you can imagine. Okay, let's move on to the next project. And as you probably know, next one is dimensions. This was my second start for this month, and I've already said that before, but I really wanted to stitch dimensions at some point. I didn't find any design that I wanted to get because, first of all, well, they're pretty expensive for like a regular kit, but on the other side, I do know that they are amazing result wise. I know that the final result for these projects is going to be beautiful, and I have heard so many good reviews and so many good reviews basically about these kits and this company. I've decided that I really wanted to stitch it. So thank you guys for sending this to me. For my birthday, I got some amazing gifts. I've never gotten anything like that for my birthday, and I am so grateful for you. You have no idea. I've decided to start my Dimensions experience with this. This is a gold from Dimensions, and this is European Bistro. Hey, you can probably see me. European Bistro. It has some instructions over here, and this is the beautiful little street. I just want to be there, somewhere around there, or maybe outside. No, I would prefer to be inside. I like being inside a restaurant. So I would like to sit somewhere around that place and order something to drink and, walk around with my husband around these little streets. So I think it's a beautiful place. And one of you said that they have it stitched and that it looks like what did you say, like an oil painting on your wall. I'm sure that it's going to look beautiful because I really trust Dimensions for the final result. So let me just show you what I have stitched by now. I've been stitching it for about 2 days, well, little by little, because I don't have enough time for stitching you know, during the day, only if I do it after I come home from work or after Mark goes to sleep. But basically this is just a tiny little part that I've already finished. I'm crossing it out on the chart because I was thinking that maybe I won't be able to do that because the chart is a little glossy, but then again, when I tried to cross it out with the marker, it worked. It was dry like almost immediately, and I could just cover it with a marker, like a see-through marker, so it helps me a lot. But basically this little area has, I don't know if you'll be able to see this, but it has two, no, it doesn't have two, it has 3 and 4 and even 5 thread half crosses. I don't even think that you'll be able to see it properly. I think that the darker one, the darkest one, is 5 threads. But look at this. I think that it looks pretty good by now. I love the way the threads are behaving, really neat. I love the way the fabric is behaving. The color of the fabric is pretty interesting for me. I never stitched on anything like that. It's kind of a grayish blue, even though the kit says that it's a 16 count gray. I think that it's more of a bluish tone, in my opinion. So more or less, I can say that it's a beautiful color. Basically, the size of this is supposed to be 46 centimeters wide over 27 centimeters high. And I have in this kit, what do I have here? This is 14 count gray Aida. Like I said, it has needles in it, instructions, and of course, you know, thread. Threads are beautiful. Okay, so this is start number 2 for this week. Now let's move on to something that I've already been stitching before, because I still don't have my new projects besides these ones. But I just wanted to update you a little bit about my other projects that I'm stitching. So let's move on to another sampler that I'm stitching with metallics. You probably know it, you probably remember it. It's one of my favorite projects just because it is so easy to stitch, and it's stitched with metallic thread. I also stitched it with treasure braid. So let's just move on to that one. And this is it. Look how beautiful it is. I was trying to like put my camera a little further from the design so you'll be able to see the full effect of it. I don't know if you can see the shimmer right now, but from where I'm looking at it, it's just shimmering all over this little fabric. I love the fabric for this design. I had it for a very long time. I don't remember why I ordered it, but it's kind of a like marble-ish gray and fabric. But it's a 25 count, and look at this beautiful thread. I'm stitching it, like I said, with treasure braid with this where is it, with this beautiful royal blue color, and it is, the number is PH08, and I still have, how many do I have? I don't even remember. I hope that I'll have enough, but I think that I'll have to order more. I have 3, 6, 9, no, not enough. It doesn't look like enough, but I will be able to order a little bit later because I know that 123 Stitch is my favorite store, and I know that I can trust them. So the size of this is by the way Pandemic from Long Dog. The size is 365 crosses or stitches, however you want to call it, and 329 stitches high. So this is not a small project, but it's not too big. You know what I like about this chart? I actually like the warning in the back. It's kind of a funny thing. It says cross-stitched pandemic are rare and usually occur only once every 100 years or so when new and highly courageous, contagious design travels around the world, crossing, I can't see anything, crossing countries and continents as it gathers momentum. it takes 6 to 9 months for a design to become viral. So it's a kind of a warning, like a funny text, so you can just smile when before you start stitching it. Um, it's interesting when you read it. Not every stitch infected will follow the chart to the later. Anyways, I'm not going to read this, but it's fun to stitch. I also use this crane neck so I can like do a little bit backstitch. It doesn't have too much backstitch, but the backstitch that I do have to do, I'm doing it with this. So you can probably see around this area, this blue with this light teal color. I've stitched it before in some projects that I've been stitching, like I think the little seahorse, the pano, I think it's called. So I've used it before, and I decided to use it for backstitch in this project just to give it just a tiny bit of difference in the coloring, so it won't be so monochromatic. Anyways, I use a paper chart. You can probably see I cross it out with a pen, and I kind of go page by page, so it's not difficult to stitch. It's very easy. It's very fun to stitch, but it is it's taking a while because it's so big and I have such a small count, and plus the metallics are killing me. I love them. Not killing me in a bad way, killing me in a good way. Okay, anyways, let's move on to the next project that I've been stitching lately. I haven't showed that to you for a while now, just because I didn't stitch it for a while. I kind of left the idea behind it in last month, somewhere around last month, because I stopped my IVF treatments somewhere in the middle of last month because I had too much stress with the move and everything around it, and I just decided to stop for a couple of weeks and just rest. So the project that I was stitching stopped along with it. So let me just show you what I'm talking about. And of course, this is it. This is tenderness, or if you want to call it, there's another way for it. Oh, another way, another name for it, light of life. I love this design. It is also a little boring to stitch because it's kind of brown colored, you know, like an old antique painting, but I fell in love with this design. I really wanted to stitch something that has to do with mommy and baby, and because I was starting to do another IVF treatment, we were going to try for another baby. I decided that I wanted to stitch this, and when we're going to succeed, I was going to give this to my doctor, because with Mark, the first one, my firstborn, after he was born and we went to visit my doctor, my IVF doctor, I gave him a gift. I gave him this special beautiful pen with doctor's oud, and it was like beautiful you know, souvenir pen. I didn't want to give him like people usually bring like a bottle of cognac or a bottle of some scotch or something like that, but I decided I wanted to bring something else. I didn't want to bring him alcohol because you'd never want a gynecologist to be drinking too much alcohol, but never mind. Anyways, I decided to stop my treatments, and I'm going to start them again in the beginning of next month. So I'm going to start this again, but I have been stitching a tiny bit of it a couple of times, just to get some taste of it, because sometimes I want to stitch something different, you know, so every time it changes. Right now that I have my my channel line and the new dimensions, of course I want to stitch them, but still I love this project as well. It's one of my favorite projects. I can definitely for sure say that every project that I'm stitching right now is my favorite. I love them all. I just can't decide which I want to stitch because I don't have enough hours in the day to stitch along with everything else that I'm doing. Anyways, long story short, you can probably see that you probably don't even remember what I had before, but this is what I have. This is already the baby's hand, I think. Is it? Yeah, it looks like the baby's hand is already, yeah, it's this little spot. So I cannot wait to see his little face. It's supposed to be around here somewhere, his little face. So going to be beautiful, going to be really, really warm and loving, and I love this design. And who knows, maybe I'll gift it to my doctor, and maybe not. Maybe I'll just hang it in my room. But I am definitely going to use this one as a decoration because I love the idea behind this photo. It's really important to me. It's really dear to my heart because I had so many years trying for my first baby, for Mark, and this is one of my favorite designs just as an idea. Maybe not as a stitch because it's really boring to stitch, but I like stitching it because I know that the idea behind it is kind of important to me. So you can probably see the crosses a little bit closer. I love seeing crosses and close up. It's really looks great. I think it's pretty neat. I'm kind of trying to keep my threads like in the right direction. Everything is supposed to be neat, not I'm trying to make them look okay. So this is project number 3, no, actually project number 4 for this little review of my projects. Now let's keep going. Let's see what else I have I've been stitching. There were a couple of projects like the larger ones. I have my golden kite and I have my 12 beauties. I'm not going to show them in this video. You probably remember them. There's nothing much to see in them. Plus I've been stitching them in my live streams, so you can probably see like a couple of videos behind this one and like just remember what I'm talking about. It haven't changed from my last live stream because I haven't touched it since then. But let's move on to the next one. I don't know if you remember these, but do you remember the Frizzy village, the little houses that I was stitching? Well, this is another one of them. I've started this a couple of months ago. I was still I was still living in my last apartment before we moved into our home, and I started this little project just because I wanted to stitch something easy. I wanted to just kind of you know, not hold a big frame in my arms. I just wanted to hold something small and you know, stitch it fast. But no, this was kind of frozen for a little while, and I kind of picked it up today. Actually today, before I went to work, I decided I wanted to do some stitching. I didn't want to take out my big projects because I didn't have a lot of time. I had like maybe 30 minutes. So I took this. I remembered this. I had this in one of my folders, and this is Winter Cottage. It's one of the Christmassy ones, and I love that one. But the fact that I kind of put it aside was basically because I was kind of stuck in around this tree area because I didn't cross out my chart when I was stitching it. So I eventually kind of got lost into it because there were different shades of green there, and I kind of got lost between them. It's kind of got a little confusing to me, so I kind of put it aside because it got annoying. But I picked it up again today, and I decided to just go around this tiny little area. So let's just go through this. They always give you this little card, just, you know, like, I don't know why, but they always put these into your kit. Let me just put it aside. Now the next thing we have in this kit is this little feather, how do you call this? This little thingy that you stick in the back of your finished result, so you won't see the back behind, like with all the threads and the little mess that you make in the back. We have this organizer there that I kind of rolled so it won't be messy, but we do like the threads. Yeah. And we have this little baggie of beads, and bigger and smaller beads we have in there. You can see these are going on the tree. They're going to be like the toys on the tree. So really pretty little stones. I love it. And the final thing that I've been stitching. So I didn't stitch at all, like at all, but I did do this little thing, and I only did around this. This is supposed to be a cat. Let me see. Yeah, this one is supposed to be a cat. The thing is that they are fun to stitch because it's kind of different. It's wood, it's different than fabrics, but it's a little annoying sometimes because look at the black. You can definitely see what's going on. Come on, focus. What's going on behind it. So I don't really like when you can see the fabric. Oh, my scissors are magnetic. Look. Okay. Anyways, it's a little annoying to me when you can see the fabric behind, or even the wood. Oh, come on, just leave. The wood behind the threads. With the lighter colors, you can definitely not notice it, but with the darker ones, you can definitely see. Like the black is totally see-through. So it's a little annoying, and sometimes it's getting too much for me, so I kind of leave it because I don't like the look of it. I usually, all my cross stitch is always like full coverage. I mean, thread is fully covering the fabric, so I don't know. I like it because it's easy. I don't like it because I don't like the way the thread is sitting. But eventually the final results with these are really cute. I have them all set up in my living room on this little shelf in the bottom. So maybe one day I'll just take a photo of that little village and I'll show it to you. Maybe even in this video. Maybe I'll insert this around somewhere around the screen, maybe over there. We'll see. It depends if I won't forget to do it before I upload this video. But this is number 5 out of all the projects that I've been doing lately, and I think that it's pretty cute. Okay, let's move on to the next one. And of course, like you can see, next one is definitely not paint by numbers. Oh, I'm sorry. Got it all wrong. Next one is not stitch, not cross stitch. It's paint by numbers. I don't know what I was thinking. But honestly, when I show it like this, even I think that it looks kind of cute. But if you look at it up close, it's really not. It's really abstract. You don't really see good enough details. The writing over here, you can probably tell, is all wrong. I cannot read what it says. I can guess that it says restaurant over here. Basically, you can see outlines of different elements, but not good enough. When you go back a little further from it, it kind of falls together and you can see enough details, but honestly, I keep like coloring it just because I like the process of coloring. I cannot wait to start doing my chippers one. I've showed it to you in my birthday haul, and I do have a beautiful design from chippers waiting for me. Plus I have another beautiful design from another company that I wanted to try that I also got in my birthday haul. If you want to check it out, you can look at it. It's around. The couple of my last videos are definitely, you can definitely find it there. Anyways, what can I say about this? They promised way too much. I don't know why the quality is not like they are trying to make it be seem to be. I don't know how to say this, because that company, I actually talked to them before I got this kit. I was thinking that I was going to do a review for them because it looked like the commercial that they were giving themselves is amazing. I mean, the final results are great. They really have designs for like designers for their projects. You can also pick to have like I'm losing my thought here. You can choose to have more colors in your project. That means that there's supposed to be more details in it. I chose to have more colors. I chose like 30, how many colors? I have 38, I think, colors. And I was thinking that will make it a lot better quality than it looks like now, than like 14 or how many colors do they give you. But no, I don't think that it's a really good thing. Plus, look at this. Can you see this blue? I have this really weird thing with this blue. Now, I'm going to try and show you what I was thinking when I opened this. I think just open it. No, it's not the color. I have this one blue color that was really weird. I think it's this one. Oh no, got a mess on my hand here. Where is it? I cannot find it. It was this vivid blue color. I can't find it right now, but it was like, it wasn't even coloring on the paper. I was kind of putting it on there. It was really like mushy. It looked like mousse, and it was really difficult to work with. I don't know what was going on with that color, why that happened. I think that it was a really old little pot that they gave me, because this, I don't think it's supposed to be, you can't even see it on camera, but it's really like blotchy. You can maybe see it in here. It's really blotchy. It looks like pastels, not you know, I don't even know how to explain this. It was really bad. It was a bad little pot of color. Sorry, my throat. Anyways, this one I've also been coloring lately a little bit around this area. You can probably see that I've already filled in around this little spot where the house is. This is supposed to be like floral something, but you see, it's not really obvious. Plus, I don't know. Basically, I like it when you look at it like this. It's really cute, isn't it? I mean, it looks a lot better. But once you get a little closer in, like, look at this. When you get closer in, it suddenly becomes really abstract. I mean, can you see this chair? Why does it look like this? Or this chair, like this one. It almost disappeared. And it's kind of, it looks like it's on, it doesn't have any legs. I mean, nothing really is obviously there. So I don't know, maybe it's supposed to be like this. I have no idea, but I don't think that it looks really good. Like when you look from the far, this chair is much better, don't you think? It looks better. So maybe you're supposed to be looking at it from the far. I don't know, you tell me. I'm not really sure if I like the result. I can say that definitely I like the process. Well, basically the process of coloring, it's kind of relaxing. So nothing else. I can say that maybe out of 10 I give it maybe 4 out of 10. And why 4? Just because the canvas is well printed, because everything is really bright. Most of the colors in the little pots are good. They give you this little organizer, which is cute, and they give you an extra set of brushes, which is also nice. That's about it. Everything else, the result is not to my liking. So what else can I say? That's about it. Okay guys, for this video I think that will be enough. I do have a couple more projects, quite a few more projects, but I'm not going to go through them right now because I haven't been stitching them lately. So we'll see, maybe soon, very soon. I am sure that in a couple of the next videos you will definitely be seeing more new starts. I hope that I'll be able to go live again soon, because I think that my internet connection is better now after I changed my provider, and last stream was pretty good quality, don't you think? You tell me. That's about it. So I hope you enjoyed this video, this little fast little going through the projects that I'm stitching, and hopefully you will give me thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet, and follow me to my next live stream, which will be really nice. I love doing live streams because I get to talk to you guys, and if you are in my live stream, please say hello, because sometimes people just come in, they never say hi, they just kind of stare around and then they leave. I don't know, maybe they just don't want to say hi, but it will be nice to hear a hello from my viewers, and hopefully, you know, if you could let me know if you like it or not. Okay, anyways, I love you all. Thank you for watching. Join me for my next video. Press the button down below, the bell, so you can be notified when my videos come out. By the way, if you are not getting notifications about videos coming out and you are subscribed on my channel, you could like unsubscribe and subscribe again, and then it will appear again, because I think that I've heard somewhere that lately YouTube has been giving troubles with subscribers that are not getting notifications for their channels that they're subscribed to. So the thing to do is like unsubscribe and subscribe again, then you will start getting notifications for videos. Join the Facebook group. It's in the link down below. You can share your stuff with us. We have kind of little Facebook group for this channel. And if you like TikTok, you can visit my TikTok account. I don't do like crazy videos, but I am trying to like post a little video about cross stitch and stuff that I'm doing here and there, and I would like to try that platform as well, just as a live stream platform, because I think that it's really interesting. So join my TikTok if you wish, and maybe one day we'll be able to get like to 1,000 subscribers on TikTok and live stream from there as well, and see which platform is better. Anyways, I've been saying goodbye for 10 minutes now. I love you all. Thank you for watching, and I will see you soon in my next video.